Good afternoon. I am Bhavna with LD School of Finance and Commerce. Is going to give a presentation on the topic portfolio management. As we know that the portfolio refers to the investment in the number of securities rather than making an investment in a single security. So let us discuss more about portfolio management in this presentation. So portfolio, as we know, it is the grouping of financial assets such as the stock, bonds, cash and cash equivalents, as well as the mutual funds. And this choice depends entirely upon assessing the risk return characteristics of an individual. So, portfolio helps in reducing the risk without sacrificing any type of returns. So, portfolio management is the process of creation and maintenance of the investment portfolio, and it is a complex process, although which try to make the investment risky, and in order to avoid that, to have more rewarding and less risky, the main objective of making a decision under the portfolio is to create the investment mix and the policies and matching the investments to the objective. And here we will be doing the asset allocation for the various types of institutions and how to balance the risk against the performance. It is basically considered in the portfolio management. So we can say that the portfolio management is basically that process through which the investors aid the investors taken as a aid to help in meeting the investment goals. So it is just like a policy statement that contains the investor goals and what are its different types of constraints as it is related to the different types of investment options. So in the portfolio management, we will be going to take the investor perception towards the risk and return. Moving ahead to the process of the portfolio management, as we know that the portfolio management, it is a process through which many activities that were aimed to optimize the investments, they are taken into consideration. And basically we are having the five phases that has been identified under this process. So the first step is security analysis. The second is portfolio analysis. The third, portfolio selection, portfolio revision, and portfolio evaluation. So basically we are having these five steps and each phase is very much essential, and the success of the each phase is basically dependent upon the efficiency in carrying out the each phase. So as we begin with the security analysis, it is the initial phase of the portfolio management process, and the basic approach for investing in these securities is to sell the overpriced securities and the purchase the underpriced securities. So it comprises basically of the fundamental and the technical analysis part. As we know that investing in the corporate security is profitable sometimes, and it is well exciting also. So many times it happens that the portfolio manager, he has to move to the number of steps which comprises of composing the securities that yields the maximum returns for the given level of risk or the minimum risk for the given level of return. So the investors through the portfolio management will be attempting to maximize their expected returns, and which is consequent of their risk factor. So the portfolio management it refers to the investment of the funds in such a combination of the different securities in which the total risk of this portfolio is been minimized while expecting the maximum return out of that. So primarily, before the modern concept of the portfolio management emerged, we were having the few more steps. The basic introductory concept of the portfolio management starts with when we identify the objectives and constraints. firstly, we will be identifying what are the limitations, what are the objective, and the portfolio should focus on the objective and constraints of our investor in the first place. After that, he will be coming up with the income which is having a minimum amount of risk and capital appreciation. The next step is that he will be moving towards the asset mix. After selecting what are the objectives, he will be creating the different types of the portfolio by identifying the different assets that is included in the portfolio, which is there to spread the risk and analyze, minimize the loss. So the relationship between the portfolio need to be clearly specified, and portfolio must contain the mix of the preference, equity and bond. And this percentage of the mix, it depends upon the risk tolerance factor. It depends upon the investor limits of the investor, investment limit of the investor. So let us discuss more about what are there in these steps. Also, we will be identifying what are the formulating of your portfolio strategy. So once you move towards identifying the objective, creating the portfolio, the next you will be creating is the formulation. Now, after a certain exit mix is chosen, the next step is the formulation, where you will be identifying the two choices. The first is active portfolio strategy, the second one is the passive. Active is there when you want to earn the superior risk adjusted return by adopting the market timing, switching from one sector to another sector according to the market condition, according to the security selection. And passive portfolio strategy is there when you are having the predetermined level. So the portfolio is broadly diversified and they have to be maintained strictly. As we know that security analysis is the initial phase of the portfolio management process, and there are a number of securities which are available in the market that include your equity share, preference shares, bond. So they basically forms the initial phase of the portfolio management process, and it also requires the evaluation and how to analyze the risk return feature. So the basic approach of investing in the securities is to sell those overpriced securities and to purchase the underpriced security. For this, the security analysis must comprises of the fundamental and technical analysis. Also, the investor should actually involve himself in selecting the portfolio. A security analysis basically requires the sources of the information on the basis of which the analysis need to be done, and the securities for the portfolios are taken into account, the price, the possible return, what is the risk associated, as well as the return on the investment, which is linked with the risk associated with the security. So security analysis is basically used to understand the nature and what is the extent of the risk in the particular security. So it includes micro as well as macro analysis. For example, if I say analysis one script is a micro analysis and the another one is a macro analysis, where you are analyzing your markets of the security. So here we will be talking about the fundamental and technical analysis that will help to identify the securities that need to be included in the portfolio of the investors. So the next is portfolio analysis, in which we just group the securities as they are together as an investment, and then the investors will make an investment in the various types of securities to diversify their investments, to make more risk adverse, and the large number of portfolios created by using the securities from the diversified set of the securities that we obtain from the initial phase. So during this phase, the portfolio is selected on the basis of inputs, which is there from the previous phase portfolio analysis. And the main target of portfolio selection is to build that portfolio that offers the highest return at a given level of risk. So the portfolio that yields the good return at the given level of risk, it is called as the efficient portfolios. And the set of the efficient portfolios is formulated from the set of the efficient portfolios, and the optimal portfolio has been formulated. So the optimal portfolio is determined in an objective and in a disciplined way by using the various types of analytical tools and conceptual framework which has been provided by the Markowitz theory. And also the selection of the securities for the investment is completed. The execution of the portfolio, it plans, it takes the next step of the portfolio management process. And the portfolio execution selection is basically related to buying and selling of the specified securities in the given amount. So we considered it as an important step in the portfolio management. After selecting the optimal portfolio, the investor need to monitor it constantly in order to ensure that the portfolio remains optimal with the passage of time. So, due to the dynamic changes in the society and due to the economical changes and market fluctuations, the attractive securities might cease to provide the profitable returns. So, these markets changes resulted in a new securities, and that promises the higher returns at the lower risk. So in such a condition, the investor need to do the portfolio revision by buying the new securities and selling the existing one. So as the result of the portfolio mix, the mix and the proportion of the securities in the portfolio changes. And also it is one of the most important step in the portfolio management, as he has to constantly monitor and review the steps according to the market changes. And the revision of the portfolio includes what need to be added, what need to be reduced, what we need to shift from one stock to another stock, from one stock to the bonds, or vice versa. So this phase involves the regular analysis and assessment of your portfolio performance in the terms of the risk and return over the period of time. So during this phase, the returns are to be measured quantitatively along with the risk borne, and it is along with the period of time, and the performance of the portfolio have to be compared with the objective norms. So moreover, this procedure assists in identifying the weaknesses in the portfolio process and also the evaluation of the performance of the portfolio. It is one of the steps in the portfolio management process in which the manager assess the performance of the portfolio over the selected period of the time. So performance evaluation include assessing the relative merits and demerits of the portfolio, risk and return criteria, and also the quantitative measures of the actual return which are to be realized and the risk borne by the portfolio over the period of time, which is called for evaluating the risk and return criteria, is also taken into account. They are to be compared against the relative norms to assess the relative performance of the portfolio, and this gives a very useful feedback in which you can improve the quality of your portfolio management process on the continuous basis. So let's sum up this and what steps we have discussed. So starting with the security analysis, that considered the classification of the securities, examining the risk return characteristics of the individual securities, fundamental and doing the technical analysis. The second step was portfolio analysis, in which we will be identifying a range of all the possible portfolios from the given set of the securities, and we will be assessing what is the risk and return. And in the selection part, the efficient portfolios has been identified and the optimal portfolios has been created. And in the portfolio revision, whatever additions and deletion of the securities are there due to the availability of the additional funds, change in the risk, need of the cash, etc. The next is portfolio evaluation, in which we will be making the comparison of the objective norm with the relative norm, and it provides the feedback mechanism also, where we can improve the entire portfolio management process.